everybody, welcome back to In the Pit with Steve. I am your host, Steve, and we continue conquering the continent of Europe. As today we are checking out Blind Guardian, kind of along the same lines as some of the stuff we've been listening to lately, like Nightwish and Sabaton, although obviously these bands are different from each other, but you know, they kind of fill the same space. You know, it wouldn't be out of place to see them all on the same bill at a festival or something like that. Blind Guardian, I don't really know much about. I know that they are Aus Deutschland, as we would have said back in 8th grade German class. I took 6 years of German, but that's about all I know. I do believe that they are a power metal band. So I'm excited to hear that because, you know, I just feel like banging my head today. It's just a good day to do that. I'm filming this on July 4th, which is our Independence Day here in America. And I figured what better way to celebrate it than by watching live footage of a German band in Germany, because this is at Wacken Open Air back in 2016. We were going to be listening to the song Valhalla. I have no preconceived notions going in. I don't know quite what to expect, but I am excited. My line of thinking anytime I see a band that I'm not familiar with playing at something like Wacken and it's nighttime is that they are a popular band, because you always give the night spots to the larger bands. So I am excited to see what Blind Guardian has in store for us. So without any further ado, let's get in the pit with Blind Guardian. Oh, a lot further along than I expected. All right. So I dig this so far. I actually really like the singer's voice. You can tell because they've been around for a long time that he's probably an older singer. You know, maybe his voice can't quite hit the notes that he once could, but he sounds fantastic. I really, really like it. I like the grittiness to his voice during the verse sections. And it's just, he's very pleasant to listen to. I really like it. The guitar work is good. Drummer's fun. It's actually funny. The drummer has a very similar setup to what I had at one point, because I also had wind chimes on my kit. Now I never actually used them. It was just, let me try to assemble as much crap onto my kit as possible. No, there's wind chimes over here. Let me put them there. And I also had a double hi-hat set up like that, where I could play open-handed by keeping a pair of hi-hats on the right and, you know, playing cross stick, you know, by keeping the traditional hats on my left. So it's kind of funny to see that a little bit. But yeah, I dig it, man. This crowd is obviously super into it. The band looks like they're super into it. It's this is a just very a night. I wouldn't say a surprise, because I assumed, the song would probably be, fairly good, because you don't really see songs that have this many views, terrible performance or anything like that. So I kind of expected, hey, this is probably going to be something pretty solid. But yeah, I like the song. I like the composition so far. Yeah, it's good. I think this is I said this in the video I did on Sabaton when I reacted to Bismarck, is that this style of music is typically not something that I would go out of my way to listen to on my personal time for like the studio versions, but these live versions where you get that interaction with the crowd, you get maybe a little bit more energy. You get that visual element of them, showing the passion that they have for the music. Like, I would go see these guys live. I don't know if I would sit at home and listen to a Blind Guardian album on my own time. It's kind of one of those things, so I am enjoying it so far, but let's get back into it.
Sieht geil aus. Klingt geil. Ich finde, Magnus hat genug gearbeitet. Wir können jetzt Frederik ins Spiel bringen. Dafür solltet ihr ein wenig lauter singen. Have you ever forgotten me? Oh, we love you all. See you again. Vielen Dank. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Have a good night.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was great. That sing along towards the end. That's an excellent way because it looks like that was our closer for the night. That's a great way to end. This is obviously, I imagine, probably a signature song for them. Also, shout out to them. I like them. They're very German. They are like dressed kind of business casual, except for the drummer, and then the bass player's just like rocking a suit. So gotta love that. Drummer setup looks super comfortable to play. Everything's like really nicely tight in here. Drums, laid out perfectly, lots of options for cymbals. Looks like he, definitely likes to have a lot of tones to choose from. Everything is like within, very quick arm's reach. Looks like it'd be a very comfortable kit to play. So always nice to see that. I always feel bad when I see drummers that maybe they just don't realize it yet, that if you're reaching as far as you possibly have to hit a cymbal over the course of time playing live, you will develop shoulder problems and arm problems and wrist problems and back problems. And it's just not fun. I always like seeing a drummer that looks comfortable while they are playing. Yeah, this was really solid stuff. I would like to hear, and I don't know if this exists. If it doesn't, it should. I would like to hear this song with like a full symphony behind it. I think that would sound really cool. I think that if you play this style of music, you should be contractually obligated to release at least one symphonic album with the full orchestra backing you up. Because so many of these songs just lend themselves to that so much. And I just always really love that sound of combining the symphonic element with, some heavy metal. But yeah, I really dug it. I don't really have any complaints. It was, it's tough to say because this is a live version compared to a studio version, which I have not heard. I haven't heard the studio version. It gets a little repetitive at times, but at the same time, that may just be for the live crowd because the live crowd wants to sing along, wants to hear that hook over and over again. So that just very may well be the case. If that's what it is, hey, go for it, man, because that's fan engagement. That's audience participation. That's leaving those people that were at that concert with a memory that they're not ever going to forget. So definitely not a bad decision there. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So with that being said, I'll be back in just a moment to wrap things up. Alrighty, since I am not familiar with Blind Guardian, let's head over to the wonderful, weird world of Wikipedia and check them out. So they've been around since 1984. They were originally known as Lucifer's Heritage, which is an awesome name. Looks like they started to kind of pick up into the 90s. That was like a big deal. Power metal was pretty popular, like that late 80s, early 90s bands like Halloween and stuff like that. They even cite Halloween in here. They signed with a major label in 1991, started working with people that worked with Metallica. I remember seeing, going into record stores as a kid, seeing Blind Guardian posters on the wall, above the metal section and stuff like that. Like that logo is super recognizable. I've seen it a million times in my life. I've just never gotten around to listening to them. But I want to see their vocal. Okay. So the vocalist, I was correct. He's been around for a while. So yeah, he's in his late 50s now. He would have been early 50s when that performance we just saw was being done. Your voice starts to kind of go a little bit, but man, it's like, even if he can't, I don't know what their early material sounds like, if he was trying to do the Bruce Dickinson thing of trying to hit the high notes or not. But even if he can't hit those notes, or he never did, and that was never their style, whatever it may be, his voice is perfect for what they have. That grittiness that he has on his voice is just really, really nice. I liked it quite a bit. Honestly, out of the three kind of European big bands that I've reacted to recently, Blind Guardian now, Sabaton, and Nightwish previously, like, this may have been my favorite song out of the lot. I will say, though, that Nightwish song that I listened to has been stuck in my head like you wouldn't believe since I listened to it. But yeah, Hansi Kirsch, the lead singer, looks like he's done a bunch of guest appearances. Looks like he has another side project called Demons and Wizards. He's done stuff with Powerwolf. He's done stuff with a bunch of bands that I'm not familiar with. He did stuff with Iced Earth. He did something with Von Canto. That's interesting. If you don't know who they are an a cappella metal band. Did stuff with Ed Guy, stuff with Gamma Ray back in 1995. So yeah, dude's been killing it. Yeah, Blind Guardian. So they still putting, 2022 was the last album that they put out, the God Machine. So yeah, they're still going strong. They're on Nuclear Blast now. Yeah, that's awesome. Good to see that they're still going. They've been, first album 1988, last album 2022. So yeah, they are killing it. I just want to see if they're still, what do they got going on? So it looks like they plan on having a new album between the end of 2025 and 2026. So yeah, it looks like if you're a fan of the band, you got some stuff to look forward to. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought the song was super solid. I'd be very much interested in listening to more of them. So if you have other recommendations, if you're a fan of Blind Guardian, please leave them below and I'd be happy to check them out. So that's going to do it for me. Thank you once again for getting in the pit, and I'll see you again real soon.